Hello, hello, and welcome back as I strap on a tank full of poison and get ready to go exterminate another infestation of space roaches. In Perfidious, Pete plays Stellaris, and that's pretty much exactly what we're gonna do here. So much so that at this point, I'm kind of considering renaming the Empire from the Peterian Empire to just Dow Chemical. We kill roaches dead. And then, probably eat them. Well, no, do we eat them? We don't always eat them. I suppose the last race of space roaches that we went on an extermination spree for, we stomped them, but we didn't actually kill and begin processing them into nutrient blocks for our slaves way back in steerage with Chris Evans. The last race we subjugated beneath our boot, the Eruptions here, we just put them beneath our aegis and now we're forcing them to do our bidding. I guess I'm kind of falling down on the whole genocide thing. I'm off my game a little bit, and somewhere, probably in Brazil, there's an exiled Nazi scientist watching this, face in palm, shaking his head and saying, "Ah, Peter, mein Freund, the galaxy was yours for the taking, and now you're pissing it all away. Oh, I'm having such a sense of deja vu right now." Ah, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I not exterminating the roaches? Well, mostly because I don't want to have to increase my population by however many roaches there are in that zone, because it's going to slow down our research, and I feel like we're sort of already behind the ball in the research department a little bit. We're also losing money. We need to take steps to fix that. What can we do to increase our overall energy output? This is the immediate question. We need more energy. Okay, hold on a second. Let's pause this. We completed construction on what? Something that's actually making us lose more money. Delightful. And by money, I mean energy. Nitrous? I don't know what you did. We got to run through here and figure out ways we can get our energy output increased. More energy. Earth is fully upgraded in the energy department. Petersburg, how about you? You could actually... why are you angry? I see. You're angry because your faction happiness is terrible, and also because... you are not a slave. I guess you are angry about not being enslaved. Well, don't worry. We can fix that. Are you less angry now? Good. Well, that's not true. I mean, you're probably just as angry as you've ever been. Just, you don't really have an outlook to express your anger now because I slapped you in irons and threw you down in a mine. There is really no energy production on this planet that exists to be upgraded. Also, Petersonville really is a toilet. We could upgrade here. Are we really just going to wander from place to place and do nothing but upgrade? Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Wander from place to place and upgrade energy terminals wherever I can, or alternatively, just build energy producing facilities in any location I can find where I can get my hands on one. Or just start building some at random on unused tiles on planets, too. That's another possibility. We actually are short minerals to upgrade this, and we are losing 2. But you know what? I think we could probably afford to lose 2 per month. One, because that 2 per month is made, that loss is exclusively from the fact that our ships are out of port. So if it becomes too crippling, we can always go back into port. And 2, the other thing we've got going for us is this war, I don't think is going to take 80 some months. We're just going to wander over here, declare war on the space roaches, and then they're going to be eradicated almost instantly. We're going to freaking annihilate them. We definitely want to upgrade you. We no longer have enough minerals to upgrade. That's fine. We can wait for the next month. It's going to take a while for our freaking armada to get out here anyway. Construction ships, you're all still constructing? Nope, we have an idle construction ship. I don't suppose there's any chance you could go someplace that has power, like, say, Electra, and maybe just build a mine there, you jerk? Yeah, why don't you just go do that, you dumb shit? You could get us out of the hole by yourself. Just go build a mining station on that power. What are you thinking? They're not thinking. That's what they're doing. Science ships, you guys are all sciencing? That's okay, good. Construction complete. The Goibnu? Goibnu? I don't suppose you could go out and get us any energy, can you? Where are you? Way the hell over here. You are not going to be able to get us energy. Well, all right. If energy is off the menu, what can you do about science? 2 things we like. One of them is energy. The other one is science. And I will go further into the hole for more science. Like, we got Comithar 3 over here. Oh, you can't... why can't you build a research station? Another ship is performing this or is finished performing the order. Really? Okay, so somebody else has already got that one queued up. What about over here then? Can you come build one on Baltris Vita? Yeah, there you go. Go handle Baltris Vita, the new product from PlayStation and Sony that absolutely nobody's gonna buy. Oh, PlayStation Vita, whatever happened to you? Well, let me tell you what happened to you. You were kind of a mediocre product in an already oversaturated market that didn't really get as much attention as Sony would have liked because, again, oversaturated market is oversaturated. Planetary sensors. I think we did that one just to get it out of the way, if I recall. That was like a placeholder technology that we could research really fast, and we mostly just wanted it gone. Mining drone lasers I don't care about. Disruptors. I mean, we're never going to use them. Plasma throwers seem better in that they do more damage. They do use a lot of power. Actually, they use exactly as much power as a disruptor. They're just way better, and while they do slightly less damage to shields, but they ignore armor completely. This thing annihilates shields, though. AI-controlled colony ships? Nah, I don't really care about that. What does this resource do? Plus 20% shield hit points is pretty good. What is a shield capacitor? Store surplus energy being quickly transferred in the event of a shield failure. Greatly increase the rate at which shields recharge. I like that, too. Honestly, I think we just go for lytheric gas. As big as our holdings are in the galaxy, we almost certainly have a supply of that somewhere that we will immediately begin harvesting. We already have a lot of well, we got a lot of Teldar crystals. I don't think their bonuses stack. We should maybe, what if we considered trading those? Hey, Frank Mooterwood, are you interested in a little trade? I know I wouldn't be directly drafted into your what turned out to be somewhat scumbaggery, trying to drag me into a war. And I know I was too smart for that, but you know, that doesn't mean I don't want to help Frank Mooterwood. What if we try and negotiate a trade deal? Like, say I offer you some Teldar crystals, which you very much want. What would you give me instead? I could get access to your wormhole stations? Holy crap, Frank Mooterwood would give us that. He really wants these Teldar crystals, though. 10 years worth of Teldar crystals? He really wants them. What about, what kind of information can I get? Can I get your star charts? I can. Active sensor link? Oh, okay. But now research agreement, though. Oh, he definitely, okay, he doesn't like that. Oh, he doesn't like the research agreement. What does the research agreement do? Gives the other party 25% research costs for technology that the Valdari Star Empire have already researched for the duration of the trade deal. Okay, what if we give you 2? We can't give you 2. We could try and sweeten the deal a little bit here, but I kind of sort of don't want to. He really wants these Teldar crystals. Why, yes, Pete, I do very much like extra kinetic weapon damage. I'm not going to lie. Frank Mooterwood's opponents and foes have, well, dramatically multiplied in recent seasons, as I feel that our empire may have jumped the shark slightly, Pete, and anything I can do to increase the defensiveness of my overall empire, I feel would be most useful. So what if we just take your star charts? I don't really want wormhole station access. How much what if we do like a monthly transfer? You will give me 1 energy per month? You guys must be fucking broke. What about minerals? You got a lot of those? What a monthly transfer of minerals. You really don't want to do that either. So you give me your star charts for 10 years of Teldar crystals. That kind of seems like a raw deal on the Perfidious Pete part. But we could get your active sensor link. What about food? You will give us food. How much? You give us 2 food per month for 10 years. Wow, I kind of feel like we're getting the raw end of this deal. What if we go for like 1 energy credit? And 1 mineral? This is probably going to drive this into the... yeah, into the negative. You know, Frank Mooterwood, you said you really wanted this, but I'm not feeling it. I feel like you'd offer me a little bit. I really am interested in your star charts. Is this deal worth it? We can't get 2 energy out of them. We're just not going to. What else could we get? Anything, Frank Mooterwood. Cut me a deal. Throw me a bone here. Active sensor link? Maybe we just take the star... You know what? This I will give you, Frank Mooterwood. Ah, yes, I knew, Pete, that you and I would come to an agreement that eventually we would be able to see eye to eye on what is ultimately going to be a mutually beneficial agreement. You're stomping roaches, I'm stomping roaches. Let's combine the forces of our boots, Pete, and stomp those roaches together. I'm assuming Frank Muderwood took this. Yeah, we given him Teldar crystals for 10 years. Star charts and an active sensor link. I don't suppose you have explored anything useful? No, we now have surveyed all of this garbage that we're probably not going to be anywhere near anytime soon. I'd hoped your science vessels had maybe made it a little further out, Frank Muderwood. I'm not going to lie. Such is not the case, so let's talk to these squishy arthropods here in the glorious Zaplo Imperium and see about stomping a shit out of them. Their fleet power is equivalent to ours, but their naval capacity is inferior. They have equivalent technology. They also absolutely freaking despise us. They have 76 population. Compared to our what? How much population does our empire have? How many citizens live in the Peterian Empire? If I go to myself, it should tell me. Where are we? Here we are. We have 194. How many does the glorious Zaplo people have? We got them almost tripled up. So, yeah, we're going to be able to stomp the holy screaming shit out of them when it comes to fleet power. Not a distraction is going to steamroll them because our fleet should be like twice as big as theirs. We're doing this. We're going to declare war on you. What do we want? I feel like humiliation always needs to be on the table. Just because it's a bunch of free influence. Vassalization also seems like it maybe needs to be on the table. I don't want to liberate any of their planets. Vassalize you? Yeah. So what does that take? An 80 war car? Okay. I don't want to really make them a tributary. Is there anything? You know what? This is good. Let's just humiliate them and vassalize them. That's really all we want to do. Anybody else want to come along on this? The Obraxi Hive? Well, we could invite them, but they say no. All right, well, go to hell then. Should we maybe have them give something to the Eruptions? Do we want to make the Eruxo Empire more powerful? It will make them like us more. What if we say the Eruxo Empire demands that you give them a planet? What about like Matar here? You cede planet Matar to the Eruxian Empire? We can do that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We want our vassals to get a little something out of this too. Pete, why are you giving stuff to vassals? Isn't your ultimate goal just to devour them? Shh! Don't tell them. Thank you for reminding me. Well, yes, this is how we. You guys, I've been taking lessons from the Frank Muderwood School of Philosophy. It's all misdirection and subterfuge. That's how you gotta play this. You can't tell them exactly what you're up to. You keep feeding them. You keep helping them out. It'd be like, oh, certainly we'll help you in your next campaign as long as you help us in this one. And then when the next campaign comes, we go G-turn coat crawfist on that deal and drill that old devil in the ass. We got an armada of construction finishing, which means we're gonna have some idle construction ships. All right, construction ship, what can you do to help us out? What did you finish construction of? A wormhole. Okay. The Obraxi Hive, at some point, I feel like we're gonna have to deal with them. We also did open up some new space where our science vessels can go. That's good. We can't really do much else out here. Is Virdamon in our space yet? Not claimed by any known. We cannot get Nitrus's influence to expand out here so we can pick up that cheap energy. I've been waiting oh so long, oh so desperate, and oh so patient for that to fall within our borders, and it just won't cave in. It just stymieing me at every turn. We really don't have anything for this construction ship to do. I suppose we could go to Electra, but I think we've already got. You know what? Go to Akbens and build a research station. We have to build 2 research stations to get both of those. The HIMSS Wu just found. Here, come here and build this. Build a mining station on that power. That will give you something to do that is not detrimental to the Empire, and will help us get out of our current power crisis. Gas is like $48 a barrel at the pump, and faction founded. A new faction is recently gaining traction, and a faction is gaining traction In the internal political landscape of the Peterian Empire, led by scientist Ljubia Shajanovic, they call themselves the Popular Vote Society. Members work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. I got the sneaking suspicion that we are not going to get along at all. Oh, well, that's because you're the new faction that replaced the old one that apparently we thoroughly quashed by throwing everybody into slavery? Pretty much. So, well, welcome to being the new faction that has all of its people thrown into slavery. Suppressed faction. I don't really care what you're about. Anti-autocratic, free movement, reproductive freedoms, and progressive. Yeah, we're not going to do any of those things. You seem to have fundamentally misunderstood what the Peterian Empire is all about. You have 7 people in your faction, so I'm going to have to take time away from our very busy war to deal with these jerkasses. Well, let's go make some slaves. So, one pop on St. Peter's is a member of your faction, huh? Which one of you jackasses is it? Probably this guy. Yeah, it's definitely this guy. So, who wants to be a slave? Why is your happiness so low? Impoverished conditions, you were a slave. Also, there's unrest. St. Peter's has unrest? Why? You should not have unrest. 19 unhappy... it's entirely... This faction is unhappy pops is actually throwing us... Yeah, okay. You're a slave then. And this should make the unrest go away? If we unpause it, did that get rid of our unrest? No, it did not. Will expire in 400. We have the unrest buff that's going to be there for a while. Strictly because of this jerk-ass, huh? Alright. I hate these factions, man. They're insidious. They're always popping up and demanding our attention. And one of them already, the guy on... Okay, this guy already quit the faction. He's like, well, fuck it. If you're going to slap me into slavery, I guess I'm not in the Popular Vote Society. We're like, nope, sorry, it's too late now. Your bed is made. You done made your bed, now lie in it. So Glugbath, I think, is actually not one of our... That's one of our... So is St. Pete Cisco, I believe. Yeah, these are all tributary worlds, or rather, San Pitego is not. San Pitego, the desert world, where is your angry citizen? It's the man on the autochthonic monument. Well then, sir, welcome to servitude. Enjoy your stay. Where's the next guy? Popular Vote Society. Who else you got? You had a man in San Pete Cisco. Get a man in San Pitego. We just got him, though. Where's your next guy? El Pizzo. Uh-huh. Okay. On this old dumpy piece of shit Tundra world. One of these guys is a member of the Popular Vote Society. Looks like it's this guy. Welcome to indentured servitude, son. There you go. How are you? Much happier. I mean, you're not really happy. You have the penalty for was enslaved. Yeah, well, you'll get over it. I just promoted you. You should be gleefully joyous that Emperor Pete has taken you out of bondage and set you upon a righteous path to a bright future for you and your family. Pitami, is that even one of our planets? It is not. So we got to go to Glugbath and San Pete Cisco. I'm trying to remember where those places even are. I know Glugbath is in what used to be Bacturum. So that'll be like probably in Yad Burm. Oh, that's Glugmim. I get that wrong every single time. Glugbath, here we go. Where's your unhappy person? There are like 3 humans on the planet. Your happiness is a 0. So it's this guy. Who needs to... Alright, well, you're a slave now. Congratulations. Taking care of you. Back to the faction then. Where's... This is so... You know, it really... Slavery does actually make managing factions pretty easy. Glugbath. Okay, where's San Pete Cisco? San Pete Cisco is like up here, I believe. Yep. Where's your unhappy man? We got a... Oh, an unhappy man is... We actually can't put this unhappy person into bondage because we don't have anywhere on this planet to slap a man in bondage. We could put... You know what? Here, just... This. Oh, it's going to cost us 4 energy, though. Alright, jerk-ass. I guess you get away with this until that population grows because I don't have anybody else to make a slave. I don't want to cost myself research. You son of a bitch. That guy gets away with it. It galls me to let any of these bastards get away with it. Tikti, Darb, and Pitami are our last 2. I have no idea where Pitami is. Tikti Darb. I mean, there is the system finder. I believe there's a planet finder. Faction, strategic resources, expansion planner. I know there is a find a planet. Ah, here we go. Is this it? Search, yeah. So we're looking for Tikti Darb. Must have spelled that improperly. Shame on me for misspelling the name of this fictional planet that is completely unpronounceable. I have no idea what that second letter is. Is that an L? Is it T-L-L-K? Oh. What if we just put Darb in there? Oh, sure. Oh, here we go. It's telling us the system, not the actual planet. Yeah, there it is. Tikti Darb. Okay, so this does work. One of you guys. Welcome to indentured servitude. Enjoy your stay. Are you the only human on the planet? No. This guy just got worse because we made him a slave. There are only 2 human population on this planet. And these guys are getting away, but they're getting away with being members of the Popular Vote Society by virtue of being like the only people on the planet. I'm not happy about this at all. Pitami is an Olam? Why are you unhappy? Oh, because you're also everybody that lives on one of our toilet planets is very angry. Well, here, welcome to slavery. I'm sorry you both live on a toilet and are slave, but you know what? You should have... See, this guy's like, I joined the Popular Vote Society because I'm tired of living on a toilet planet. Now I'm a slave on a toilet planet. That's a prime example of just like the rich getting richer right there. Except in this case, I guess it's the poor getting poorer. Do we want to build a whole you know what? Just go build every research station you could possibly build in that zone. I want 6 more research. We are technically in combat, by the way, the entire time this has been going on. It was a very brief combat, however. Where are you guys going now? Over here? Why? Do you really want to blow up that wormhole station? I mean, I don't feel like that's necessary, guys. Could you maybe come bombard this planet instead? I would really rather you just do that. Speaking of which, armies, which we have abandoned on Tikti Darb for a very long time, we're going to need those. So let's grab those and have them come on over to Matar so they can begin invading. Transport fleet, you want to head over this way? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. It's not like not a distraction here is going to have any problem. And the HO, okay, Solar Sailor. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Glendrum 6. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails is a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Sure, I mean, whatever. 150 engineering research, it's something. Can we go check out what the stevedore is doing? Or rather, can we go check out that the stevedore is not doing anything and figure out why? Looks like because there is nothing to be done. Suddenly they've fallen face first into a Samuel Beckett novel. There's just nothing for the stevedore to do. All of the work has been finished. We could get some more minerals, and a lot of our minerals are going towards consumer goods, so sure, here, go build some mining stations. That'll keep you busy for a little while. I got a war to prosecute over here. Do you guys mind? You're distracting old Emperor Pete when he's right in the middle of something, and I'm not really on my game at the best of times. I don't really work well when seriously distracted. Not a strong multitasker. So how fast can our fleet bomb this planet into rubble is the question. They're really... Okay, you know what? Fine. Go fucking bomb the wormhole station. You guys are not going to be happy until that wormhole station has been destroyed, so just go destroy it. I'm not going to be able to make you bombard a planet until this thing is gone, so... Fine. You know, they say that officers and leaders... And I'm looking at you here, Malak Bilal, are supposed to restrain the enlisted men from getting out of hand once the raping and pillaging starts, and I feel like you guys are making some real raping and pillaging kind of maneuvers here, and Balak is not doing his job. You gotta rein in your subordinates sometimes, dog. Making me very salty. Where's our transport fleet, and how close are they? Not close at all. What are they, like 4 jumps out? Yeah, so it's gonna be a while. Honestly, you know what? It's not really even worth our time to bombard the planet. We're wasting our time here. Not a distraction. Why don't you fly here instead? It's gonna be an eternity before the rest of the fleet shows up. Unemployed pops, where? Nobody's unemployed. Also upgrade that. Who's unemployed? Who's not? You are unemployed, sir. Well, here's an idea. Why don't you, instead of being unemployed... First off, is there a building already built that you can take advantage of? The answer is no. So what we're going to have you do is build a power plant, because we really need energy. This won't solve your employment crisis for now, but it will solve it. Here, why don't you go get there? You just do science for a minute. It's got that unemployment problem taken care of. Leader gained a level. Construction is complete. Those were upgrades. So yeah, we're out of our energy deficit. We fought off the energy crisis. Oil is down under $100 a barrel. Pete, does your spacefaring empire really run on oil? Yes, it does. Specifically, it runs on whale oil. Because I like to make it as archaic as possible. What, you don't think a spacefaring race could run exclusively on whale oil? Unrest, hallowed. Following a time of social unrest on Tikti Darb, we are receiving reports of increased spiritualist activity. Yeah, whatever. They get that debuff for next, what, 20 years? People really want to join the spiritualist ethic. Go ahead, join their faction, be a religious wingnut, and I'll come out there and just clap you in irons. Carlos Gonzalez has gained up and leveled the Iron Fist trait. Good for him. I love it when people rule my empire with an iron fist. That's, you know what? I like the cut of your jib, Governor. Who was that got the Iron Fist? Was that the guy governing Earth? Yeah. Carlos Gonzalez, govern Earth with an iron fist. What does that actually do? Slaves make more minerals and food. Unfortunately, we are not really doing much mineral and fooding on Earth. You know, now, never mind. We're doing a little bit. All right, so Iron Fist is we're getting some benefits out of Carlos's Iron Fist. Carlos, the Iron Fist Gonzalez. He sounds very much like a boxer. Probably like a Puerto Rican boxer. Carlos, the Iron Fist Gonzalez. I want to see him square off against the Golden Boy. I want to see De La Hoya come out of retirement at like 50 years of age. And see which of the two can come out on top in that scenario. Hey, by the way, enemy hostile fleets, why are you attacking us with science vessels and construction ships? I don't care because it's easy wins. I'm just confused is all. We have unemployed pops again. People of the Peterian Empire turned out to be surprisingly lazy. We should go with, it looks like a biolab. Who's unemployed here? Oh, you guys need upgrades across the boards. Well, no problem. Let's do another biolab, and then on this one we will do... Let's do an engineering facility. Who was unemployed, though? This guy. Who's unemployed? This guy. All right, well, here's what we're going to do then. We'll build you a power plant. And if we have enough... Well, I was going to say, if we have enough cash left, we're going to clear this tile blocker. Do you guys still have room to expand? Oh, it's going to be a while before that guy gets his power plant, though, huh? These guys are not currently growing a pop. We really need to clear some terrain there. So that's our next mineral. I'm going to leave this open because our next minerals are going to go into clearing a tile blocker, and I don't want to forget. This is an actual fleet combat, though. There's a lot of shit in this system. We just jumped in on top of a big pile of shit. Oh, and they used one of those warp traps to pull us in. So we're going to have to fight 2 military stations at once. I feel like we're probably going to come out okay in this one because they're going to get off like 3 missiles before they're dead. Yeah, it's already ruined. One of our ships took a minor damage. And now we're destroying their space station. It is wrecked. And again, one of our ships took very minor damage. And that's it. Alright, you guys are going to go rampage because Malak Bilal cannot keep you under control. Ultimately, I think that's fine. Go ahead and keep doing that. Destroy all their construction ships and science ships. We're waiting for our... Ooh, hold on a minute. That's actually a relatively large fleet. Oh, the glorious Zaplo Empire is coming in by our transport ships, though. Okay, transports, you guys got to get out of here. You need to get back to somewhere where it is safe. Let's say roughly here, because they have a space base. So you go there. Meanwhile, not a distraction. They've got a fairly sizable fleet that I sort of feel like you guys need to deal with, but I sort of feel like we're going to need to deal with that next episode. We'll just keep an eye on this situation. Are you done beating these guys up? Yeah, you just killed their scientist. That's nice. I appreciate it. But what I really want you to do is come over here and just destroy their fleet. Can you do that? These guys have the temerity to think they can invade the Peterian Empire? Do you really think that's going to happen? I don't want to burst your bubble, squishy alien bastards, but that shit is not going to happen. The Peterians are coming for you. But that showdown is going to have I really want to make sure my transport fleet gets out of here, though. Are you guys good? You guys safe? You're in big hole now. Okay, they made it to safety, which is good. That showdown, though, that's going to have to happen next... wait a minute. Oh, we're destroying a wormhole station. Yeah, could you guys knock it off with the random acts of violence? Random acts of kindness, guys. Come on. And stop interrupting your planned move to just go wreck stuff all the time. Why you gotta be so violent, dog? Alright, in between episodes, I'm gonna have to... These guys are fucking relentless, though, huh? Oh, that's a construction ship. Never mind. These guys are relentless. We're still going to crush them. Space roaches cannot withstand the might of the Peterian Empire. We may build one or two replacement ships, but in between episodes here, I'm going to try and get my general to enforce some goddamn discipline on the troops. If you'd like to see whether or not the discipline takes effect and we can get them to stop burning down everything they see, get a real Sherman's March to the Sea kind of thing going here with the glorious Zaplo Imperium. I guess that makes this Savannah? Probably. Still, if you want to see if our march to the sea winds up being successful, might consider subscribing, posting episodes of Stellaris every day. If you enjoyed this episode, might drop a like down in the comment section as well. Support really does mean a lot. Right now, though, I think I've got the vapors. I'm going to have to go call off the cotillion. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.